Hi, Gemini. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is a card of really the dream of having the family, the dream of having a connection to community, of children, or however you define family. But it's that sense of having peace and love and abundance emotionally at home and having, again, purpose. When you're working hard for the support and the love for your family. And so we get a sense here of the tenderness and the intimacy with the couple and their child. And again, it's however you define your family, but there's a focus this week for you on your family. And perhaps you are having activities or things where you all are going somewhere together, having a chance to express your appreciation and your love for each other, and maybe it's something to do with community, but there's a focus for the week on your family. So we also have the Knight of Cups, and again with these cups we're talking about water signs, emotions flowing, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And so the Knight of Cups is this energy or someone who has the attributes of being very sensitive, very loving, kind, considerate, and sensitive. Someone who's empathetic, very romantic and dreamy. So whether these are attributes that you're going to give to an existing relationship, that's awesome, because it's about focusing on the tender-heartedness of love. Or if you are single and dating, this could represent someone that you're going to meet, maybe someone who is kind of just a sensitive soul, someone who is very influenced and enjoys the arts. And so this could be an opportunity if you're dating someone. And again, if you're already in a relationship, this goes to the expression and to the mechanics of love, of how we treat each other, and to be very, I think sensitive is a big key word, aware of emotions and not afraid to show them. So now we're going to choose 2 cards for guidance. So Ten of Cups, family. Knight of Cups, attributes of tenderness, kindness, consideration, romantic. Could be someone. And then here's the Tower, major arcana. And the Tower is about, a routine of yours, a way of thinking, relationships perhaps, friendships. Something's going to maybe fall apart. Something is going to change dramatically. It may be a big surprise to you. It could be something relating to your family. So, often the Tower strikes fear in many, but it shouldn't, because it's the way of the universe who is having to make some changes here in order for something better to come through. Is that it may be an adjustment now. There may be something where your routine has changed, your way of life is changing. It could be an uprooting, literally. Maybe you're having to be uprooted and relocated. But ultimately, when you withstand what the Tower and the Tower coming down, you can build a firmer foundation. You can pave the way for something better. Many call it a blessing in disguise. And this is transformative, perhaps. Ultimately works in your favor. May be hard to take now, but that's typically what happens, is that in hindsight you look back and you say this really needed to happen. So then we have the Six of Pentacles, and this is a card of giving and receiving, of support, of when you're in a position to help others, you help them. If you need help, you ask for help. So I think that there's a real message here of perhaps you need some tenderness and some support as this type of change unexpected, or maybe in the back of your mind, maybe you're thinking something needed to go. And so this Six of Pentacles is helping you out, giving you the support that you need, whether you're getting that from your family or your friends or the people who are the emotionally in tune within your life. This is about the duality that sometimes we need help and sometimes we are in a position to help. And I think for this, that you will need some support and some love and some tenderness to manage whatever change is coming. So then we have, as possible outcomes, we have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands, he's sitting here with the lion. And with wands, we have a fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And so there's a sense here of action. This is a master of keeping many things together. And what's very powerful about the King of Wands is that he doesn't rest easily. So he's looking for excitement, looking for stimulation, is very capable, is very fair, and is able to handle many different things. He does it through skill and through talent and through ability, but also through self-confidence. So I see that after this moment happens, your confidence may fall a bit, but you're going to get it back. And this would be a message to don't be shut in, to socialize, to set up meetings, to, what's the word I'm looking for, to network, and to create opportunities for yourself. So creating opportunities and acting on them, taking charge. That's going to be important for you to stand up. You have the strength and the courage of this lion. And what's interesting is here we have strength, the major arcana, as another possible outcome. So what does this tell us? This tells us that you have the strength, that you have the courage, and you have a heart that's big enough to withstand whatever bumps or bruises are coming your way, obstacles or adversity. It's a part of life. It's part of what we deal with. And the lion is protective here and is calm. And so to use, instead of brute force to get through matters, it's a matter of understanding and compassion and kindness. And so we're seeing a real message of this loving energy, not through force, not through dominance, but through gentleness, through being vulnerable. And the Tower certainly speaks to our vulnerable side, which is something happens that really changes things up and can be shocking and very upsetting. And we have to roll with it. We have to deal with the outcome. And so here's strength. You have the inner strength to deal with whatever you need to deal with, whatever you're going through. If a relationship is having difficulties, the dynamics of it, that you have the strength to recover. And the King of Wands, it's about, again, personal power and taking charge and rebuilding confidence. I think that confidence goes to when you truly believe that you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way, that really helps to build up self-confidence as well. So what's interesting, what we see the Tower and we see the strength. So you're going to have the strength to handle whatever comes from the Tower, whatever change comes from the Tower. You'll need support. We don't see swords in this reading. So very interesting. Okay, so let's get a little more information from the Oracle cards. And this will be a meditation point or a focus area for the week. The Swan Queen, transformation, intuition, and patience. So again, the word transformation, we often use the word transformation with the Tower. Something will transform, something is going to change, something is going to break apart and to be rebuilt, perhaps in a better way. Intuition is to trust your heart, to trust your mind, to come from a place of kindness and consideration. And patience, it's a lot of patience embedded in the Strength card, which is having the inner strength and belief that everything is going to be okay, that you can handle it. And handling it, it takes time for things to settle. And that's where the patience is going to come in. And now let's choose a card for spirit or emotional self. Have fun. Stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly? Something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it. It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. So I just think it's a nice message, because if things get heavy within life and we are dealing with family issues or we're dealing with change, that we can lose sight of having fun, of feeling lighthearted. So I think this is a wonderful message to keep yourself in balance, which is to feel levity, to feel some lightness, even if things are tough or trying. But I do see a lot of love within this reading, and I think that that love is here to help support whatever changes may be happening. Relying on your family for support, relying on the friends that are emotionally there. Okay, and so now let's get a card for love. Letting go. Healing, letting go. So letting go is letting go of the outcome, really putting your faith in the universe, putting your faith in yourself, letting go of whatever may be happening, and you can see the person is paddling off into the sunset. And it is a part of what we deal with, is finding the strength to let go and to not hang on or hold on to things that don't work for you. So Gemini, this is what I have for you for the week, and I hope that something here resonates with you. If you enjoyed the reading, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, or comment. It's always appreciated. I hope you have a wonderful week, a blessed week, and I look forward to seeing you next week.